everyone, and welcome to another What Wednesday video. I almost forgot what video this is for. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts on the fuse tool, and we're going to be making a little pocket. So I've had this plugged in for a while, and I did try it out to make sure that it was hot enough and I did it right. And I really do like it. So it gets nice and hot, but as you can see, my hand is really close to it. I mean, my hand is really close. I can feel some heat coming off of it, but it's not real hot. Like, I mean, I'm holding my hand here. There's obviously a little more heat coming out around the top here than the sides, but I still like the fact that the whole thing gets hot, but not super hot. I mean, I could probably hold my hands over it to warm them up in the wintertime. That's about it. So, really nice in that respect. And it's been heating up for, I don't know, how long have I been sitting here? Half hour or so. So, I don't think you have to let it heat up that long. I plugged it in, heated it to get it going, and then I went off and did some things and came back and made a pocket to see if it was ready, and now this video. So, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and make a pocket. I made my own little color chart here for my Crayola colored pencils. I wanted to really see what they would look like, you know, before I put them to paper, because I have to tell you, even with Copics, the color that's on the end, to me, is not always a true color, and it always ends up being, I mean, because it's got more pigment in it than when you color, unless you really layer it on. So I like to have color charts for just about everything, basically, so I can see what they really look like. So I made one for those, but I didn't want them to get all marked up, so I'm taking some page protector to use that, and so that's what we're going to do. So I have my page protector here. Let me move this out of the way so I don't melt it. So I have my page protector here. It's a little bit thicker than the standard page protectors that you'd probably normally get for your 8.5 by 11 paper, unless you pay the bigger bucks. It's got a top opening here, or side opening. So I had a couple of these left over, and I thought these would be really great because they'll hold up well, and I don't have to worry about trying to laminate, which was my original thought, that I would laminate these things. But as you can see, this one is not all filled out. I have enough room for another 55 colors. I do know that Crayola makes 120 colors, whether that's just colored pencils or anything, I don't know. But if I add any other kinds of colors or colored pencils or whatever to this, I wanted to be able to add them. So we're not going to seal the top just yet. We're just going to do the side. I made this chart using my Cricut, the Design Space, and my Cricut Explorer machine. I just went and found a pencil image that I liked, removed all the elements, so I just had the outline, or the background piece, and then I had the Cricut write it out and then cut out the paper. This measures to 9.5 by 6.5 and fits nicely in my little pouch that has all my colored pencils. So we're gonna go ahead and seal this. Like I said, it's all nice and hot. I have this glass cut mat, or this glass mat, so that one, I don't ruin my black mat, and two, I have a nice hard surface that won't melt with the heat from this. So we're going to take the fuse ruler and line it up. I'm going to go to the edge of my paper and then just a little bit out, so I'm not fusing the paper together, so I can easily slide this one in and out. We're going to start with it a little bit off the edge there, so I can seal the edge as well. This doesn't have to be a perfect seal up the side. I want it to seal so the paper, you know, so when I trim it, the paper doesn't come flying out. But I'm also not super worried about it, you know, sealing perfectly down at the bottom or down towards the top. Just basically enough to stop the paper from falling out. And all this is really doing is protecting my sheet so that the colored pencils don't inadvertently mark this up. And then I get, you know, like pink and the yellow and green and the orange and, you know, all that stuff. So I can see what the colors look like. So just going to take it, and I do put a little bit of pressure. I found that it's easier to have it a little more flat because then this top part right here does not rub against the ruler. So I prefer it more like this than like this, but you could do it however is comfortable for you. I suppose I could try it right, like straight up and down. Let's see how that works. And then I just put a little extra pressure in just to make sure that it really starts melting. And then I'm actually going to go over this a second time to ensure the seal. Because like I said, this is a little bit thicker. I didn't like it that way. This is a little bit thicker of a protective sheet. So I want to make sure, I missed this spot, there we go. I want to make sure that I get a nice seal. So I'll go over this one more time. I did learn with the other one to go over it a couple of times because again, it's thicker. So give that a and it cools down pretty quickly. So so this side you can definitely feel like all the bumpies, but this side is nice and smooth. You can feel it, like you can feel the indentations, but it's not so scratching just there and then scratching on this side. I don't know if you can hear that, but my nail does get caught a little, as opposed to this side where it's very obvious. So, but it holds nicely. Okay, so nice and tight seal there. And then we're just going to move the ruler up so we can come up a little bit higher so I can eventually trim off the top. Now at some point this one will get sealed up. I don't know when, because obviously I have that room in there to, I have the space in there to add other colors. But for now, it's fine. So once I trim this up, this will easily be able to slide in and out, but it's now nice and snug that it doesn't come out super easy. So like, it doesn't come out when I just tip it like that. Okay, so let me move my glass mat to get rid of the shiny surface here. Very carefully set that down so I don't break it. And then we're just going to take the trimmer, because I find that to be the easiest. I'm going to take my trimmer here, and we're going to line it up. We're going to line up the metal guide to just a little bit past where we cut, or where we fused. And of course this thing cuts it like butter. It's great. Throw the extra piece away. And then I know how much I want to leave at the top so that when I do get this filled up, or if I just decide, you know what, forget it, I can seal it. We're going to do a little bit extra. I just don't want to go too much because it does have to fit in the coloring thing. So let's see. Yeah, that would be okay. And the nice thing about using one of these pockets is it's already got one side done for you, so you're really just smushing it in there. So that gives me enough room to fuse and trim down later in life. And I'm gonna go get my packet. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so this is my color pencil. Let me zoom out because it's gonna get messy desk. This is my color pencil holder. I got it at Blick Art Supplies. Yes, I think that's what it's called. And it holds 120 colored pencils. I only had the 100, I only bought the 100 color pack. Although with that, I would say you get 60 colors, you get 60 individual colors, and then you get 40 doubles. So you're really only getting 60 colors in it, but you know, that's okay. So I have this to go inside here. So there are some colors missing because I was coloring last night. So I have this set up. You put 3 in a thing, otherwise you're only holding 60 on each side, and it's a double-sided thing here. So I have all of my 60 up here up front, and they hold 3, like I said. Some of the colors are missing, and it fits in nicely so it won't snag. I may have to trim this one down a little. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But I have it to go in there, and then it will work just like an extra page. So I know that these colors start here, these colors start here, you know, go this way. So, and then this one would go in the back for these 5 markers right here. I do keep a pencil in here. These are the extra colors, and then I have an eraser, and because they do erase a little bit. These are not the erasable colored pencils, but they do erase enough that I could color over them with another color. And then a pencil sharpener that I keep tucked in there. So if I travel, these would be the ones that go with me because they're cheap, and if I lose them, oh well. That makes sense? So this one will fit right in here, just like that. And zip closed. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope this video was helpful. I do like the fuse tool. I'm going to have to time to see how long it actually takes to heat up, just so that I know, you know, like I can't plug it in, wait 5 minutes, that sort of thing. But it seemed to heat up pretty well and nicely. So I'm super happy that I got it. And I just keep it, once it's unplugged, I just keep it in here with the ruler, the extra little piece there, everything will go in here, and then this will just kind of help keep it from setting my house on fire. So thank you guys all so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Happy crafting. Bye.